And I think we are live. Oh, we're probably not live. Shit. Yes. Okay. Now I think we're live. I forgot I have to change the microphone every single freaking time I do this. For some reason, it doesn't have good memory. And let's see if it's showing up. Yeah, it's showing up. Memory. Okay. Yeah, this is real fun. I don't know how much we're gonna get done or have people on tonight.
Side. There you have it. Wonderful job, Joseph Morell.
So I'm just watching till people. Damn, you guys are fast.
Making sure that Putin can't invade a sovereign nation. It's easy.
So
come on, guys.
Post this.
For all of you guys that are watching
message.
Ukraine, this is what they're talking about. But there are some people there, some representatives, specifically Captain Morell, today laying it out there and telling the truth. Now, I actually got the following news clip in from Ukraine, and the question was asked by
yes, I will give that story. But before
are we actually seen in the USA? Kharkiv has been featured in.
I gotta wait a couple minutes before I tell the story.
But there is a caveat. The following story tells about the consequences of enemy strikes on the city of Kharkiv.
Oh, this is funny.
My goodness, folks. This ABC channel doesn't know the difference between Kharkiv and Gaza. And this is what Ukraine is saying.
This is funny. This is what the news was reporting today.
The journalist in the United States
about what's going on in Ukraine.
That Kharkiv doesn't look like Gaza. Take a look for yourself.
Lenny, breaking overnight, the mayor of Kharkiv, Ukraine, says the city has been seeing its worst attack since the war with Russia began. At least 40 explosions rattled the city on Saturday morning, which left.
They're talking about Kharkiv, and they're showing all these pictures of Gaza.
Workers have been searching for more victims. This latest attack, it comes a day after Russia launched a separate barrage that targeted cities across Ukraine. Moscow had threatened to retaliate for Ukraine's recent attack on nuclear-capable planes deep inside of Russia.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, 28 years working inside Ukraine, and it's allowed me to share
it kind of,
the reality.
I got to pause this for a minute, because it kind of shows how little many Americans, even people working in like news media, no, like you should instantly pick out that that can't possibly be Ukraine. Look at the images. All the what are the
barrage that
jobs?
Targeted cities across Ukraine. Moscow had threatened to retaliate for Ukraine's recent attack on nuclear-capable.
I don't know. Maybe they just got the story mixed up. That is pretty funny.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, 28 years working inside Ukraine, and it's allowed me to share the reality. Ukrainians are brilliant people, very well educated. And they look at stuff like this coming out of the US or anywhere else in the world, and they say, what are you guys doing? Can't you tell the difference between the Middle East and Kharkiv? And you can say, well, we'll give them a break. It was a mistake. No, that's what editors are for, and producers are for, and directors are for. Let's put the real facts out there. Ukrainians are not running around panicking and looking like that. And there definitely is not palm trees in Kharkiv. I promise you. I've been there dozens and dozens and dozens of times. Now, the final picture in, I guess, summary here. Zelensky, Ukrainian military, Ukrainian citizens, asking for the world to see this picture. I've been holding this picture for 2 days because I was waiting for official confirmation, and I did not want to share something that was not factual. But today, the GUR confirms the authenticity of the photo of the Ukrainian soldier with the phrase Slava Rossiya carved on his body. Slava Rossiya meaning glory to Russia. And here it is.
Hey, Ron.
Yo, so what happened to your car?
Yeah, I was gonna tell the story in about 5 to 10 minutes. It It's not the car. It's not the car I
wrong.
drive.
Oh,
It's
no.
not the car. It's not the
who's
car.
sitting-
It's one of the other
My
cars.
back. Is it me? Hello? Is it
Can
me?
you? Yeah, it's you.
Oh no, it's my signal. I'm out in the boonies.
Okay. I could hear you fine.
Just a video. Yeah, heading to mom's house, so it's kind of in the boonies.
What are we delivering right now?
Not good.
I don't think Ron could hear very well.
Not good.
Yeah.
The signal's really bad.
Okay.
All right, I think it's bad. I think we're good. All
Ah.
right, yeah, I was saying, what the matter with your car?
Yeah. So it's not the car I drive. We have 4 cars. It's one of the other cars.
One of the
So
kids
someone-
crashed it.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't moving at all. So basically, this particular individual who shall be renamed, not named, not renamed, not named,
Renaming. All right.
who is not me, somehow managed to lock their keys in the car. While they were
Did you
out.
have to call a company to
No,
get the key?
no. So this is where it gets interesting. This particular individual, who still shall not be named,
Okay.
decides to tell the people at the event that they are at that they lock the keys of the car, and one of them's like, oh, I could get it out. I guess maybe they have that equipment. Apparently, they don't have that equipment. So
Alright.
they're trying to get the how you slide this stuff in like the top of
Yeah.
car, and then you
Like
get it
a
down.
coat hanger?
Yeah, something like that.
The old coat hanger trick?
They wind up screwing up the whole top
Door?
of the, yeah,
Oh, nice.
I know. And meanwhile, she's just texting. He or she
She?
says, "Oh, I locked it," and like we respond right away, say, "Okay, we're going to come over with the spare, open it." So we're on the way with the spare, and then she lets these
rednecks.
continue with their surgical operation, which now I got an estimate today, over $600 for that stupid.
Oh no.
Yeah, they ripped over the top part of the passenger side door.
Oh my god.
It's like a half-inch gap, and it rained here this morning too.
Yeah, here too.
So I got
About 9
there's a little bit of water on the inside.
Sweet. Sounds like you're
And
guys
you
doing
can't go through
fabulous.
insurance, right? You can't go through insurance because
It's not enough, really.
Yeah,
$600.
I mean, I think the deductible is
500.
probably like $250. So
Cheap,
we would have
yeah.
to pay $250 plus.
And your insurance will go up. So you make
Yeah,
it
and insurance goes up, so you just can't do that.
fun.
So it's so it's going to be like $600 to fix.
Was this the lesson learned for somebody, or
Oh yes,
okay?
big lesson learned.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone touch the car, and don't let any boys in either,
There you go.
or girls.
It's Pride Story Time at the Baltimore County Public Library. Interesting.
I just got a pride flag within the last couple of days.
Would you go to Pride Story Time at the library?
No, I did not. But someone was handed a flag, and they handed me the flag. I still have it. I got it. It doesn't mean anything to me. But
Is it just the trans flag, or is it just the pride flag, or is it the pride with the trans?
I have no idea. It has.
There's like a new gay one out there where it has the trans built into the gay. It's got
It kind of looks like. Well, actually, I can see it. It kind of looks
like
like
pink. pink triangle or something.
I don't know.
That's the trans one. I just saw it on like on a YouTube feed. I
Okay.
don't know.
I don't know. Like I'm not pro. I'm not against. It doesn't matter to me. I leave them
But-
alone. They leave me alone.
So you're not really good with flags, is what you're saying.
For countries, yeah, countries I know pretty well. Yeah, this flag I would have no idea what it is. Yeah, so drove to the dealership to get the estimate on the damage.
For
to the-
people, dumb people for Harris. The sign where it's telling you where I'm going. It's a huge sign with like Donald Trump silhouette. It says "Smart people for Trump," and then off to the side it says "Dumb people for Harris." Oh my goodness! Wild stuff. I should go back. You want me to go back around and film that? You want to see it?
No, you don't have to. I don't even know why any signs for Harris is still up. That whole thing was a disaster. But it's not her fault. It's Biden's fault. He exited the race a little bit too late. Oh boy.
Gunpowder.
So today was an expensive day. Actually, it happened last night. I was in bed early last night. I was in bed by, I think, like 8. I was in bed by 8, so I didn't even find out what happened until this morning. But I'm pretty sure we don't have to worry about that happening again.
You know, when you were talking about tennis that one day, I was like, oh, why is he making such a big deal about tennis? But they actually brought up tennis on the Howard Stern show, and they never talk about tennis.
Mm-hmm.
So it must have been.
Oh, it was a great match. I saw the
I was like,
beginning.
wow,
of it on
guys, he
TV.
brought that up. So I guess it must have been something big.
Yeah,
Howard
it was
Stern
insane.
show doesn't talk about tennis.
Yeah, so I think I saw the first set, and then we went to the King of Prussia Mall during the second set, and the thing lasted like 5.5 hours. So
Yeah.
I was still at the mall when it ended. I hadn't gotten back yet, but like I was refreshing the browser to keep on checking what the score was, because it was an insane match. We're talking about someone who won the first 2 sets, and he has won like, I think it's like 33 straight sets in majors. That's hard to do. I think it's only been done like 4 times in the history of tennis. Not only for him to lose 1, but to have to lose 3 in a row. And he's the number 1 player in the world. It was a great comeback.
Wow.
The one guy looks like Makmak.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I didn't know better, I would say when the guy's not playing tennis, he comes on as Makmak. Yo, Makmak, go to the internet and search for Yannick Sinner. Take a look at Yannick Sinner and tell me that handsome man doesn't look like a spitting image of you. Yeah. Yeah, I like so Makmak saying he likes Carlos Alcaraz. I really like Carlos Alcaraz too. Who does he remind me of?
Pete Sampras?
Yeah, I would say looks wise, it is very similar to Pete Sampras.
So I was gonna say.
Style wise,
Maybe Andre Agassi?
did you know Andre Agassi is part Iranian?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, I do like Agassi. So Agassi was actually a commentator. There used to be like a huge competition, I guess back in like the late 80s, early to mid 90s with Agassi, Pete Sampras, Michael Chang,
Yeah.
And Chang always got the short end of the stick because he was only like 5'9" or something. And did I say
Didn't
Oh,
Agassi play in jean shorts? Did he ever play in jean shorts?
not in a professional tournament.
Yeah.
He might have done that somewhere else.
I thought he did that in like a professional.
No, I don't think you're allowed. They have standards of what you can and can't wear. That's why generally you see all the women kind of wearing the same thing with different colors.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm.
We got tennis courts by my house. Free.
Mhm.
You can walk to them.
Yeah, we have them here. I'm in the process of training someone that's never played before in hopes that they make the tennis team. Although
They're gonna make the tour, you think?
Well, no,
Potential?
just a team. The problem is when you've never played before and you want to all of a sudden join a team after learning how to play for 3 months, it's not looking good.
What age do most tennis players start training?
10 or 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no there's no like known late bloomers. Like I just picked this up and I'm just awesome. There's no stories like that.
I'm sure there are, but it depends how. What do you mean? Like maybe champion of Baltimore City? Yeah, there could be certainly late bloomers for that. But to be competing for a world title, probably not.
Interesting.
It takes a lot of work, and it takes height too. Like if you're a guy and you're under 6'1", you're at a severe disadvantage. Because it's just the technology of how hard the rackets hit the ball now. Having that extra height to go over the net makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Who's the tallest tennis player of all time?
I don't know, but it's not the best one. No, typically the best ones, because you have a disadvantage when you're really tall. You tend to be kind of uncoordinated and lanky. So you're tall, so you might be good for serving, but you're going to be terrible for returning and moving across the court. You remember Sean Bradley, NBA?
Yeah, he's like 7'6", 7'7" or something.
Yeah, I think it was like 7'6" and played for the 76ers, coincidentally. So he was really tall. You think he'd be good, but when you're just that tall, you're just not that coordinated. And however bad it is in basketball, it's like 10 times worse in tennis. Yeah, Johnny Blaze says in Wimbledon you have to. I think you're right. They have rules about what you could wear. Wimbledon, I think, is my second favorite one. The French Open is really, really nice. It's really cool to watch the people slide in the French Open on a clay court. You could slide. Hey, Mach. You slide it. It just makes it like the shot artistic almost. That's what makes Alcaraz so good. He's an incredible clay court player. Very similar to looks with Pete Sampras, like Ron said, but style like Nadal. Nadal is awesome on the clay court.
I have I have no idea what this guy looks like. I have no idea, but I only know 2 tennis players: Pete Sampras and Andre Agassi. I just
Sampras.
And Boris Becker.
No idea. I was like, wow,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
I was just like, I can't believe. I was like, wow. Okay. He really does look like Pete Sampras. I've never seen him before in my life. Shit.
Who won the female Paris Open?
Oh, that was a great match too. It was a number one player in the world, Sabalenka from Belarus,
There's number
Do you
2.
think this
versus
this
the number 2 seed, Coco Gauff from the United States.
Did Coco win?
And Sabalenka came off with a very, very strong
she
start, and she just dominated the first set.
But I think this Russian is actually being a man or something, or
Ah,
She
you-
tried.
between.
Could be.
you've seen what
I
she
don't
looks
know
like.
what's standing in her passport, but
Yeah, she's real. She's real
Manly.
muscular and strong. Sabalenka is.
yeah, that doesn't
Yeah.
do much on my diddly.
But they do test for steroids and drugs and stuff. So I'm pretty sure it's all natural.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure she just trains real hard.
No
Uh,
athletes have ever got
Just an
around drug
Amazon
tests
girl.
before.
Okay, yeah. Let's
So
keep it on that.
So Ron, it depends. It depends for what. Like, yeah, they test for stuff like hormones.
There's always new scientists finding new ways to get around the rule until they figure that thing out, and then they'll be so they're always gonna.
Yeah.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's how it
Yeah,
goes.
you
for
know
some
the
people.
biggest example of that, Ron, is you remember back in the mid 1980s, there was this new guy who came out of the Pittsburgh Pirates farm system called Barry Bonds, and he was like
Oh,
the
yeah.
skinniest guy ever. He had like a small head. He had like a real small head, and he was like real fast.
Yeah, they tested
And then
him
you look
too.
at him 5 years later, he's got a head that's like this big.
Well, nothing abnormal about that. No, he was getting tested, and he passed all his tests. I don't know how.
Yeah. But so I was bringing that up as a point, exactly the point you're making, which is, they create new stuff to get around it, and then they eventually catch up, and then they create new stuff to get around that. Exactly what you're saying.
What they do.
So how
works.
about this new league? Some new league, you can take all the drugs you want and be a top sporter and swim all you want and make some world records. Did you hear about it?
No, is
Well,
she
like-
using her
Like
penis as a
EPO?
rotor?
Like EPO or
What?
something, maybe?
Yeah.
They know about it. That's old shit. They
Yeah,
test for that
somebody
stuff.
started. I still can win there.
Hmm. I don't know why.
It's
I
like
saw
a
that.
league. So you're both planning in January, right? Next year?
Yeah, well, I'm going for sure. I already have the ticket booked.
January?
I'm gonna try. Yeah, January is the plan. End of January, I think.
Yeah.
I
I might go in a few months, so I don't know. Thinking about it.
love January. Is like the weather.
Yeah,
there.
but January is the best time. January, February is the best. My opinion.
I like December's. If I can go in December, I would. But so many.
It's too crowded. It's too.
Oh yeah. I don't. The crowds don't bother me, but the weather does. So the weather in December is really nice. But it's also
I
like
love
the
the rain.
high of the high season.
I'm gonna be a rain man in Thailand. God damn it. Let it pour on me. Yeah, I have to go in 2 weeks, man. Catch the wife and do all the stupid things you can do.
Still gotta get in this pool. Oh, dog! You sit yourself.
Right? Where's the deck? You
Sure.
were building a deck. Okay, yeah. It's getting there. Yeah, that looks better.
Steps.
Oh, I thought Ron was delivering. So this deck must mean that he knows this place.
Start cutting, laying boards. Buddy.
So what is this? Is this your? No, this can't be your house.
No, it's the trailer is
My
just
RV.
there.
I mean,
Yeah, there it is.
whew.
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know where he is, but I'm glad you guys are. You know,
I seen it build up, man. It's getting somewhere. It's a little bit stuck when somebody busy delivering pizzas, but it's getting there.
oh, I think Ron's.
I think
I think he might have
yeah,
cut
kind
out
of stuck. Yeah.
and go back to the
But
normal layout.
the sky matches the shirt. Yeah.
And Sean the Prawn is in Rome. So
Yeah.
when
I'm-
Ron,
Yeah.
oh, I got it. Oh, let me see if it's on this one. I may be able to show another virtual background. Oh, it's not on this account. It's on the other one. Darn it. I was going to show the pen with the same sky background, which came from Ron, which would have been pretty clever.
You got the sky above you. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. But you remember the pen that you got from the Middle East, and I captured that and created it as a background. I really wanted that pen.
Ooh. Yeah, my memory doesn't go that far, man. I got a short memory left, and it ain't good. I'm joking there. I can't remember, to be honest, but
And Sean the
I
Prawn
like The
is checking in.
Simpsons.
He's checking in from Rome today.
Sean
the Prawn.
in the chat.
Yeah, he's in the chat. He's checking in from Rome.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah.
When the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie.
Hasta la vista, baby. Oh, no. Yeah, Rome is beautiful, man.
Paul, well, no, you could use the pool 3 months a year here. Easily use it 3 months out of the year.
I don't know if you got a pool. You the first time you dive in, you jump in and you sit in the jacuzzi and you take it fine. But after a while, it's getting normal.
Mm-hmm.
You still jump in the middle of the night when you're drunk. Give you that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would do that here. I wouldn't want the. It's a hassle to maintain a pool. It's kind of a pain.
I don't know.
Like
You
if
need
it-
a pool, man, and then it's okay.
No, I don't want a
Everything
pool man.
fine.
You know, my wife would
Then
want.
you wanna-
My wife would want a pool man, but I don't want a pool man.
I want the extra keys, man. Yeah. No pool man, no garden man, no handyman, no personal trainer.
Yeah, so Sean was saying earlier today. I saw it on the chat. He was able to get two pizzas and a bottle of wine for like 20 euros or something, which it sounds really good.
Yeah, that's cheap in Rome, man.
Is it? I don't know. I never been there.
Yeah, that's cheap. But I think if I buy a pizza here in Amsterdam, by New York, or I don't know, Domino's or
Yeah.
Mafia, I pay like 10 euros for one pizza for sure. And then I'm not even close to the Red Hookers.
Yeah, it's the pizza, the pasta pizza here is just, it's so different depending on where it is, because we literally have 100 pizza places around. Within 25 minutes, 100, all different. Some good, some not so good. Some good but very, very expensive, like 20. I'd say $20, so like 18 euros. Some very cheap.
Yeah, that's
Not
not
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a pizza margherita.
Hmm.
So
yeah, that's what Sean was saying. He just posted again saying 2 pizzas and a half liter of white wine. I would say right on for the 2 pizzas. Drinking white wine, I don't know. Isn't that kind of a pussy thing to do? I don't know.
yeah,
I mean,
oh, yeah.
The song,
Got an
does
extra
go,
there.
the song does go red, red wine for a reason. Red, red wine.
I
It's up to you.
prefer the white wine, but okay, yeah. Let's go for the Lambrusco.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm glad you're having fun, Charles. I to be honest, I completely forgot you were there, and then you posted it on online before, and I was like, oh man, I hope he's having a lot of fun.
Italy is a lot of fun. I compare Italy a lot with Thailand. They got the old inside music and dance and wine and food, and it's like
Yeah, you're right. Thailand is they are a lot about that. It's all about like having go out, having fun, drinking music.
the only thing that's different when you date a girl from Thailand and she's over 30, the whole face changed. don't go there. And in Thailand, after 30, you still think she's 20. So there's the difference.
Ah, yes. When her face hits the sun, it starts to look like a plum. That's amore. I just created that from scratch.
Yeah, but
This is Italy,
it's,
right? When her face hits the sun, it turns into a giant plum. That's amore.
At least you can try to give her a facial. Yeah, right between the plum, but don't ask. You started this.
I don't know. I know nothing. I see nothing.
Io no capito.
I was quoting a very popular TV show in America from the 1970s.
Ooh.
But, so, what are we going to do?
I don't know. Make a music quiz, play some guitar.
Well, Sean has a guitar. I doubt Sean brought the guitar with him. As far as a quiz, I like to have the quiz kind of planned out. It's been hard enough. Even planning it out, it's been hard enough to get like 4 or 5 people on doing it. For like an official quiz that I took time to get the information for.
Okay, let's sing it. You're solo mio.
Yeah, I'm surprised. So Sean says, I don't know if you can see the chat, Mock, but Sean is saying he's sick of the three carb heavy meals a day. That it doesn't sound so bad for me. Although I know I should stay away from it. But I only had what I have. I had 1.5 meals today.
Yeah, you gotta eat something somewhere sometimes.
Yeah.
But what I did in Italy, though, when I was in Italy, I asked the pizza maker, "Can I make my own pizza?" Stick it in the oven and put some like weird stuff on it, like everything you can think of.
Yeah. So
That was the
so
worst
toppings.
pizza
You're talking
I
about
ever
toppings you don't like, right? Toppings you don't like. I don't like when they put like plant leaves on pizza. I'm like, why are they putting plant leaves on pizza? That makes sense.
I don't like fake cheese. I'm Dutch. I love cheese, but if they put a fake cheese on the pizza, that's
Did you say
Dr.
fake, fake or
stuff or something.
fake or feta?
No, fake. Like feta is in Greece, but
Yeah.
yeah. But I agree, goat cheese, don't do that either.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know goat cheese. I have tried it once. It was kind of it was different from regular cheese. Like I don't think it was salty. It wasn't salty if I remember it right. It was just the opposite. It was like more creamy than salty. But this is going back like a year, when I had it. I mean, it was okay. It was probably healthy.
I like pineapple and mayonnaise on my pizza.
Mayonnaise
And pineapple, yeah, both. Like,
on hot
toppings.
mayonnaise.
Yeah, no, yeah, it can be cold, the day after or something, but
Oh,
I like it.
I
it
should.
a little bit hot.
What the hell am I saying? I like mayonnaise on a good cheesesteak. So I can't. I guess I can't say anything about it.
So how's the wine, man? I missed that shit.
The white wine.
No, the white line group.
Oh! You're not in the line group.
No.
Oh, yeah. I keep on forgetting. I
gotta wait like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, it's been going okay. I think there was around 30 messages today. People just going back and forth.
Oh man.
Yeah, there was a lot. So today it was an above average day for messages. I think there was probably around 30 of them.
Yeah, that's going.
Yeah. Usually, I think usually is around 10 at most. Some days there could be 0, but I'd say like 5 to 10, closer to 10 per day. But today was real high.
Okay, yeah. I miss it.
Yeah, you'll get back on.
Yeah, of course I will. I hope so. If somebody allow me, give me 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. If you have problems getting on, which you shouldn't have, just send me a message or something. I think we could all.
Yeah,
I think that's the way that works. I think anyone could invite you.
I'm just lazy, I'd rather go to Thailand, figure it out.
Oh, so I think Sean the Prawn saying the reason he doesn't eat the pasta linguine in Italy is it has prawns. So what I think he's saying is it's kind of. I agree. Like stay away from cannibalism. Last thing you want, Sean, when you're eating a few bites of delicious linguine with prawns, is them saying no as they're going down your mouth.
So seafood, or you just put the prawns on the side, or where are we going with this?
I'm not sure. Bimaran says, how many minutes are in a full week? Well, I guess a full week is, so you start off with how many minutes in an hour, right? 60 times 24 times 7. Now that's the
-5.
That's the general answer. you could get more complex than that because the Earth actually rotates around the sun, and we lose one arc minute every day.
Ooh.
And you notice this, like it takes a
So
little bit
sun,
less. It takes a little bit less than a
20
full day.
20 galaxy years? What's
No,
about
no, no,
that?
no, no. It takes a little bit less than 24 hours to actually rotate around the sun. That's why, for a large part, that's why we gain in the summertime. We gain like a couple minutes a day. It gets lighter from December
I see.
to June.
I see.
Mhm.
Actually, a day is more than 24 hours. This is kind of weird and strange, but look it up.
Yeah,
It's more than 24 hours. I understand
yes and no. Yes
like
and no.
February 28th or 29th. I know where you're going, but it's actually more than
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah. There's two forces. Yes, there's two forces that actually hit each other. So the one is when you're if you have like an elliptical orbit and you're moving a little bit to be in the same position one day to the next, you have to rotate more.
So I tried a helicopter thing, but
Yeah. There are two things.
Different story.
There's two different things, two different forces at play. But for the general answer, it's just 60 minutes is an hour times 24 for a day, then times 7. The second question: how many dots appear on a pair of dice? Well, you would just add 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Take the result and multiply by 2 because you said pair of dice. That makes sense.
Depends
How about
on the
this?
dot.
How about this, Mock?
And if you're blind, you gotta feel it. You gotta feel the dots, man.
Here's the question most people get wrong. What is 60 divided by half plus 1? Most people actually get this wrong. 60 divided by half plus 1.
Ooh, you would say 31, right? But wait, this must be a trick question.
60 divided by half plus 1. Let's see the first person, or maybe the first person actually already got it. 60 divided by half plus 1.
That's 60 again.
Yeah, 60 divided by half plus 1.
That's 30 plus 1.
Mm-hmm. I think if you put it into your calculator is going to give you a different number.
Can I ask somebody intelligent like IE or something like?
No. You don't need to ask. You don't need to ask AI or AI's distant cousin IE.
Yeah, I actually don't know. But
Okay, you have a calculator?
probably I got one.
Because I'm going to tell you your calculator is going to say 61. No, 121. So it was 60 divided by half plus 1. Your calculator is probably going to say 121.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm. It's late here, man. It's like Wednesday, and I got to calculate shit with a calculator. That's not my.
Okay, so we'll skip the
Next question. Yeah, next question.
We'll skip
How many faces does a
how many faces does a dodecahedron? Oh, it's either 10 or 100. I forget which one. Dodecahedron. I kind of remember that name before. You have to associate the name with how
What
many
is
faces.
dodecahedron?
Yeah,
What
it's
is it?
yeah,
Is it like an
it's a name.
animal or a girl?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. How many faces is given certain names? I think it's like it's either 10 or 100, but I forget which one. Dodecahedron. I'm
Ooh,
thinking it
snake
might be
ass.
100 because deca kind of means 10, so do might be 2 times so it's like 20 or 100. Do means 2 like in deca
Incorrect.
10.
God damn it.
So I'm guessing it's like 20 or 100. I don't know for sure.
I'm counting
It's just
like
it's memorizing.
160.
It's kind of just memorizing what goes to what.
Oh man, my brain is snapping out. Okay, I got a better question.
Yeah.
How many Vespas fits in a Ferrari?
Wait, say it again. I didn't hear it.
How many Vespas or scooters or I don't know fits in a Ferrari?
I don't know.
A
Vespa?
That's the answer. That's the answer.
The only reason I even know what a Vespa is because of
Lots of questions, though.
the Big Bang Theory,
Lots
where
of
Howard drove a Vespa and he bragged about it. He's like, I think he said something like it's 20 horsepower or something like that. Hey, Robert V. Yeah, I don't remember so much the.
I got a fake, man.
And I'm guessing there's a whole bunch of Ferraris too. Ding ding, and then there was one.
I'm still here, man.
I thought you had to go. I thought you had to go away for a while. Yeah, welcome back.
I probably go in 2 weeks, and for a while. But
You're going where?
First to Bangkok. And
Oh yeah.
all the go-go bars. And then I go to Isan. So somebody babysit. And then I go fishing. For a weekend.
Wouldn't that be funny? If you went to Isan to babysit and then your wife came to America and went to all the male stripper joints?
Oh, she loved that, man.
Yeah.
I took her to the red lights. Oh, she loved that, man. Yeah, she's like, what a collection here. Yeah, that's good. Oh, she loved that. Yeah, that's my wife's story.
I'm laughing because you're married and you get the limited chance to get together, and then when you get together, she goes off and does something, and you're there hanging out with the family. That's why
family and sex is a different part, but you got to be open, man. You got to say like, hey, I like it this way or this style, or else sex is boring.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just don't take her to the banana bar. Yeah, that is my part. Sorry, man. Give me 5 minutes to smoke a cigarette.
Okay.
Home alone. And
he's all alone. We're all alone here. Anyone want to come on for a few minutes? Otherwise, I might just have to play more boring geopolitical stuff. Or I could show this. But I don't know. I don't know how much people are going to like it. But I only got $1 for And I don't view this as anything bad against Barry. It's just a great tune that has Barry's face. Like I don't know why people would say this has anything to do, like negative against Barry. He's actually moving pretty good. And Charlotte Prawn says, Toronto Brad is hilarious. He goes to Thailand and gets a weather-beaten granny. Well, okay, I don't want to say weather-beaten. To meet him, and she brings only the clothes she is wearing. Okay. Well, but that's what he likes. Yeah, I would say that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Let it rain. Okay. Anyone else want to come on? Otherwise, maybe we'll make this a shorty night. I think I have like 6 hours left on my other account for StreamYard. The first account is totally done, but I do have 6 hours left on my other one. I've been streaming a lot because I don't usually run into problems where I run out of hours on both. It doesn't happen too many months.
I worry a little bit. I just normally I should go to Antwerp, but should I do it or not? I want to.
Go to Antwerp?
Yeah.
When?
It's a nice city.
When? Like
I don't know. This week, next week?
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're talking before you go to Thailand?
Yeah, of course.
Well, if you're going to go to Antwerp, it makes sense to meet up with Steph. So if he's not able to meet up, then I would say just save the trip until he's healthy.
I can do the Cheap Charlie thing, drink a coffee, relax, and send him to a hooker. I can do that.
Well, talk to him about that. Like he may not be up totally for doing that kind of stuff yet.
Yeah, this is why I need Lon. Why he's shaking up.
Yeah, if he's up for that, yeah. I don't know. You have to also check if Steph's able to broadcast. Like, I don't know if he still has his.
It doesn't mind broadcast or anything. You know, it's.
Oh, if you're not, if you're not broadcasting and he's able to do it, yeah, definitely. Just take pictures, take selfies. I think he's still. It sounds like he's still recovering. Yeah.
Yeah, I miss him, man. God damn it.
Hey, Mark, hey,
Should be
Tozy.
on.
Ding ding. Hello, welcome.
I just thought I'd hop on for 10 minutes.
Ole,
Buenas-
ole, ole.
Buonasera.
Buonasera.
Buenos dias.
It's nice temperature now here in Rome. It's about 23 degrees, so it's just perfect.
Yeah,
But you
23.
can't, after 10, 11 in the morning, it's just crazy hot. It's just ridiculous. It's just insane.
I do remember setting the room temperature to like 24 degrees. So I know that 23 must be very comfortable if I set it to 24.
It's lovely. It's really nice. Yeah. Yeah. So I got here on. I had a nightmare flight. I came here with someone in my family, and we left Dublin. We were supposed to leave Dublin at 6:15 p.m. and we didn't leave till like 11:30.
Ooh, yeah, that's a long.
And we got into Rome at 2 a.m. 2:30 a.m. and then we got to bed about 4 a.m. and then we've what did we do the first day? We went to the Trevi Fountain and to the Pantheon.
Yeah, the Pantheon.
I got you.
The most touristy kind of thing we could do.
Mm-hmm.
The Pantheon's amazing. And you can't, like these places, you can't really take a photo of them and appreciate them. You just gotta experience it. And I'm just glad that I booked everything before we came, because the lines were just insane. Absolutely insane. To stay in Rome, like a room is like at least, €200 a night.
Oh, ooh.
But I managed to get a bargain. Yeah. Yeah, so it's crazy expensive. And then when you go to the tourist areas, like the cost of just a meal is just crazy. But I found a hotel, a 3-star hotel in an older area, which is near a university area.
Mm-hmm.
And staying there, and we got a massive balcony and a twin room, and there's restaurants nearby, and like tonight we had pizza, and €7 for a margarita and €8 for a pizza with eggplant. It's like a margarita with eggplant. And then I got a half a liter of white wine, and it was €4.50.
Yeah, we decided not to punish you for ordering white wine instead of red wine. But
it's too hot. It's just too hot for red wine. I love red wine. Except red wine stains your teeth, which is not good. But the white wine.
Put some ice cubes in it. It will go down.
In the red wine? Oh, no. No, the hangover from red wine is just crazy. So just sort of like hanging out in Rome, and then what did we do today?
Are you going to stay? Are you going to stay in Rome, or are you going to travel around?
No, just heading back. Heading back on Thursday, back to Dublin. It's just that that's where
nice.
my relative. That's where my relative wanted to go, so I just sort of organised it. But then, see, the thing is, like in Ireland, I paid €27 for 30 grams of tobacco. We're the same. So I reckon the money I'll save on tobacco is going to cover the cost of the flights,
Yeah, that's
basically.
crazy, man.
Yeah, so
just buy 10,000 grams.
My poor
Make a mafia connection. Make a mafia connection. Yeah. Just import that shit, man.
Oh no, you got to go down south for that. You got
Mm.
to go down to Naples and Sicily for the mafia.
I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Got cheap flights with Ryanair. The hotel's about €150 a night. So
Yeah, ugh, that
4
is
nights,
that's still a lot.
€600.
I'm glad it's like still less than
Yeah.
200, but that's still a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
price
it's just
go up,
crazy.
man.
Like it's just so expensive everywhere. But then
You know where it's
tonight,
not
like
expensive? Thailand.
yeah.
I looked
So we
it
got
up, man.
amazing.
What's the cheapest flight from Amsterdam to anywhere? So that's Dublin for €65.
Yeah. 65. No, you wouldn't get that in Dublin. No.
Yeah, that's the cheapest flight from
Well,
Amsterdam.
Oh, to the
it's
flight.
probably
The
one
flight.
way.
I thought you were talking about the
Yeah.
hotel. No, the
No,
flight
no,
65.
no.
Yeah. Do you fly Ryanair at all, Muck? Or
Sorry, do I fly where?
have you flown Ryanair, the Irish airline, Ryanair?
No. That's crazy, man. I tried
It's
EasyJet one time, but I'm
EasyJet.
kind of tall. Yeah, I don't want to have head over heels and sit like a cube next to
Oh,
Barry. Or
it's actually not bad. Like the seats we were in, and so we were waiting on the tarmac, and then we got a report when we were sitting there, and the flight was delayed by maybe an hour and a quarter, an hour and a half. And then we're
Ooh.
sitting on the tarmac, and the pilot said, the engineers discovered a problem. They're not happy for us to go on to go with
There
it.
is no greater feeling as a passenger
Yeah,
when the pilot
yeah.
says,
I just
"Oh,
went,
we've discovered a
what-
problem, but don't
yeah,
What you
worry,
and
say
I'm
to the
just
old
going,
lady?
we're going to
and I
try
was,
to fix
I
it."
can sit up, you can
Yeah.
sit down.
yeah, and I'm going, I'm fucking more
Hold
than
this.
happy to get off. I couldn't, yeah, there couldn't be soon enough to get off that plane. But yeah, then we went on to another plane, and it was just delayed. So I think it was delayed 3.5 hours. And the thing is, in Europe, if your flight is delayed 3 hours, you get €400 compensation. So I'm going to, when I get back to Dublin, I'm going to pursue that and get the money back.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so that covers the flights. And then my tobacco pretty much covers a lot of the accommodation. So hopefully, it's just that it's expensive, like in there's a lot of pickpockets in Rome. So I just went, fuck this, we're catching taxis everywhere. So we caught, but each time you catch a taxi, it's €20. So,
Doable, man.
yeah, so, oh no, there's nothing like that. And there's no Uber here. So, just going to go to the Vatican tomorrow just to check it out. And it'll be €20 each way. But, it's just
You
worth it.
going
Not,
to another country?
yeah, another country. Yeah, true. International. Yeah, the Vatican. So, it's worth it just getting a taxi. Just fuck it. The metro's full of pickpockets. Didn't want to, the trams, didn't want to catch the trams. And I just thought, fuck it, we'll just get taxis. So I'll probably spend about €200 on taxis. But, it's worth it. Just for not stressing out, I've spent more than that, 300, it'd be 300 or 400 on taxis. Because the
Damn.
taxi at the airport is €60, €120, and then
You're cutting into
we
your
caught
profits.
about
You're
three
cutting
or
into
four
your
taxis.
cigarette profits.
Sorry,
You're cutting into your cigarette profits.
I know, but I don't want any stress. I just fuck it.
Oh.
It's not worth stressing. Even when we were at the Trevi Fountain, you can't wear your backpack behind your back. You've got to wear it in front of you.
Oh, I wear a
So,
file on my back. I'm not worried. I don't keep anything valuable in my backpack. That's just a
Yeah.
diversion.
and then I had an African guy come at me and he's like, "Hey, you're from Africa," and I just went, "No grazie, no grazie,"
Yeah, there's something
because
like
Buy the coochie there, man. Yeah. God damn it.
grazie, because you don't
Channel.
because they try and like, so if someone comes at me, I just like pretend that I can't speak English, because that's where they want to, they want to engage with you in English and then try and get money off you and whatever, and
You know,
get you. Yeah.
it's
Yes,
a
Mark.
difficult country to get borders on. You know, every African think like, okay, I learned in or I boat in Africa. And I
And
walked
this
the
is why.
Alps and
This is why it's important to learn Klingon. No one that goes to these countries knows Klingon.
No, but no one else knows Klingon.
Well, it's just a
No.
quick 30-minute course.
Yeah.
what are the chances they know Thai language there?
Settle. Settle is Italian for zero. Settle.
Like una, due,
I know,
tre.
like, I know Pidgin Spanish.
Quattro, cinque,
I know Pidgin Spanish, and that gets me a lot further than English in Italy, because Italian and Spanish are quite similar.
Yeah.
The numbers are similar. Yeah.
I had an argument.
No,
with Steph about this.
don't say that to an Italian. Don't. And,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
no,
don't
they'll
say
be
to
offended.
a Dutchman and you look like
Yeah.
a German. It's the same thing. Or a Portuguese
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Spain, or
Yeah.
a Canadian and American. Don't do that, man. Are you the same, like a Walish guy, or where are we going with this shit?
The only Italian word I know, which is truly Italian, is dove. Dove means where is.
What?
Dove. So, like, for example, today I was saying Dove Forum, Dove Romana Forum. Where is the Roman Forum? Dove. I just say it to everybody, Dove. Where is? Instead of Donde Está. Dove. It's like
Okay,
dove.
okay.
But dove. Yeah, dove. Dove.
Okay, Sean. It's not a dirty word, it's a bad word. Va fan culo.
Fangulu.
No, va fan culo.
Fangulu.
Va fan culo.
Fa. Does that mean fuck you, or what's that mean?
No, that means lick your ass or something
Ah,
like
yeah.
that. I don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta ask this Italian
Yeah.
word. But it's
Is it-
like scheisse in German, or
Is it like
godverdomme in Nederland, or
is it like Malacca in Greek?
Yeah.
Malacca.
yeah, similar.
Malacca. You Malacca.
Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella.
Like,
Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, like a guitar.
I'm sorry, I was just playing That's Amore in the background.
Yeah, but it's English.
When
Truth Warriors in the chat.
like that's amore.
Yes.
Truth Warriors says she heard that Rome is becoming a shit show. Rome is a shit show to start with. Like, if you look at the
I wouldn't go
traffic,
to
it's
the
just
shit show.
crazy.
Yeah. Ping pong better, or
The traffic is, that's why we're taking taxis, is that just the traffic is just crazy. Like, it's just insane. There is no sense. There is no order to the traffic here. It's just, and then half the taxis don't have seatbelts. And then you go, oh, I hope the driver has a seatbelt, and none of them had a seatbelt on. They have
you see,
They have
it's
the-
similar
'cause,
like
cars
Thailand.
have.
God damn it, it ain't that far away.
Yeah. But you see, every two of the drivers I've gone, this seatbelt doesn't work. And then I've looked at the driver and they've got no seatbelt on. And where the clip goes in at the bottom, they've got this little thing that they just stick into it. So the sensor doesn't go off about the seatbelts. And they've got no seatbelt on. Yeah. 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 So
Look
you've
at
been
my icon, man. Safety first. Always
safety
don't
first.
trust
Yeah.
anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always be secured, man.
Yeah.
You never know where you get into. And
Safety first.
don't leave your keys in the car.
No.
Another one.
It's a full moon tonight, I can tell you that much.
Really? Who are you going to
Great.
expose your app to?
Well, that's where Luna. Luna is Italian for the moon is Luna. Luna. Here we go. Still got a bit of cigarette left. So fucking delighted about the tobacco.
When the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie. That's
If I get this money back from
I'm rolling
Ryanair
it.
and I get the savings on the tobacco, that's like a saving of about.
that'd be like
music question. Which Italian man sing a song with Tina Turner?
Ike.
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Has it got anything to do with love? Like, what's love got to do with it?
Nah. But
What's
close.
love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? Is that the
10
answer?
points for the singer. No, but which Italian man sing with Tina Turner?
Andre
Is
Agassi.
But
is it one of the four tenors? Or no. One
That's
of
a
the
good
four. They're not tenors. They're not all tenors. Is it one of the four famous opera singers?
no. I don't know Tina Turner so much. Probably she did a lot of Italian singers.
She is a
I give a
massive.
hint.
She's a
I give
massive
a hint.
gay icon. She's Tina Turner.
Eros, erotica, Eros.
Euros.
Not Euros, Eros.
Euros.
Oh, I have no idea.
Anyone?
You mean the Greek?
Tina Turner. No. I mean the Italian.
She likes Greek kebabs.
Probably.
What?
No, she likes. She's dead anyway, but she was a good singer. Eros Rama.
Do you know what? So I was in the taxi yesterday, and the radio was playing Tina Turner. I was just going, fucking hell. Oh yeah, that's the other.
Sean, you're kind of cutting in and out.
On the TV here, and I went through most, and I only found one in English, and it's Al Jazeera. Yeah. So one channel that
was like
English.
I think that was the first news organization Trump kicked out. But this isn't even
Really?
Yeah, it's like 8 years ago.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
What's happening in America? There's a whole coup going on in California.
Don't get me started. It's all political.
Weird, man.
It's not weird. It's totally predictable. This is purely political.
Is it all Mexicans that are protesting?
Well,
There are a total of like 400 protesters. 400. And you're going to call in the National Guard for 400 protesters in a city with a police force
There
of
was an
between
Australian.
10, between 10 and
Looks
100,000.
weird from the European, as a European from my
Yeah.
side.
Yes.
Maybe it's personal.
Oh,
or
it's
it looks
totally
weird, man.
I'll tell you what, it's totally political. You have 400 protesters. You have a police force between 10 to 100,000. I don't know the exact amount. Don't you think 10 to 100,000 police force could contain 400 peaceful protesters? That's not what's happening. The images you see are looters. Nothing to do with the protesters. But
So are the Mexicans in
it
or
is-
out? Or
it's already been calculated that these things activating the National Guard, activating the military, it's already been politically calculated that it is a winning thing for Trump. So that's why he's doing it. It's not needed. Even the police force said it's not needed. This protest is so small. But it has nothing to do with saving people, saving lives. This is purely geopolitics. Not even geopolitics, domestic politics. So we
it's
will.
not in my lane, man.
Yeah, we'll stay tuned. Watch later, but I can guarantee it's being made so much bigger of a deal than it needs to be made. And if you listen to certain news channels that say, "Oh my God, America's falling apart. People are on the streets. They're shooting fireworks. They're causing havoc. How could we ever be able to survive as a country unless Donald Trump swoops in and puts in 1,000 military?" Yes. So, and he did it illegally because all requests to activate the National Guard have to go through the state's governor, which was fine.
Thanks. Politics in
I
1
don't-
minute.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
man.
The whole thing is just so stupid.
Gavin,
It's being blown way out of proportion.
and what do you think of Gavin?
I
Do
hate
you
this
like
guy.
Gavin? Taizé, do
I
you
wouldn't
like
vote
him?
for him. I would not vote for him over like 5 other candidates on the Democratic side. I don't
Yeah.
really dislike him. I don't dislike him, but he wouldn't be in my top.
Yeah, he's a good public speaker, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, and he's dyslexic, isn't he? He can't read.
I don't know.
So he's pretty much operated on his
He can't
wit.
read. Trump can't speak. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
But
he's okay.
you've got to separate.
But
You've got to
like,
separate California from the rest of America, haven't you? You know, it's
If
a
you-
separate.
if you put the 20 top Democratic names against Trump in another election after he tries to be able to run again, I'll vote for the top 20, whoever they are, over Trump. Trump is just so toxic.
Just give
But the
California to Mexico. Ain't no problem.
And he's so short-sighted. He doesn't see geopolitical implications of who to support and who to not support. Like, I don't even think he knows. The people he hires are just idiots. Almost every one of them. Maybe Marco Rubio's okay. Mike
Yeah.
Waltz is okay, but he actually got kaboomed. One of his top guys that I thought was actually decent. I don't know. But RFK Jr. Oh God, don't get me started about RFK Jr.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes, and his wonderful health plans.
He's going
Firing
to end.
17 of the most distinguished people that deal with vaccines. They know everything about vaccines. Firing them and hiring in those people, additional people that are skeptics and have no idea what's going on. Most of them are not even doctors. Oh God, it's so stupid.
Yeah. Well, the Democrats seem to be in bits and pieces at the moment. You know, like there's no collective voice. I've always been a big fan of Bernie Sanders. You know, he's spoken the same message for ever since he came into Parliament. But like, I'm a lefty, so
Yeah. My views on Bernie Sanders, I think his heart is in the right place.
mm,
When he says stuff like healthcare for all,
mm,
I believe his heart is in the right place. I would not totally agree with healthcare for all. I would say healthcare for U.S.
some.
citizens that can cannot work or are on disability. I wouldn't
I
say
don't know.
healthcare
I'm
for
a lefty too, man.
illegals that are not contributing.
Yeah, but the whole world is struggling with immigration at the moment, isn't it? Like Italy,
Yeah.
everyone here is saying, "Watch out!" Like watch
Mhm.
out in the city. You've got immigrants that have nothing, and they're
So,
just robbing.
did you need a stamp for Italy? Were they strict, or you just can
Well,
fly
Italy's
to
one of the
Italy?
first.
And
Italy's one of the first ports of entry into Europe because you've got that island south of Sicily, which is I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Is it
I
something?
thought it was Malta, but
No, there's somewhere even south than Malta. Malta's almost attacked.
Gibraltar.
Malta is Gibraltar's in Spain, but you've almost got yeah. I mean, Malta is pretty much Italian anyway. You know, I've been to Malta.
true.
Yeah,
There's a lot of mafia there.
Malta's amazing. I caught a boat from Sicily to Malta, and when you enter Malta into the port, you just go, "Oh my fucking god!" It's so reinforced, and it was a bastion for the Knights Templar. You know, and then Rhodes was the
Yeah,
other.
the nuts.
But
Yeah.
the two places was Rhodes was Knights Templar, and so was Knights Templar was the collective of knights from France, Spain, Italy, Germany. You know, all the Christian knights. They all gathered on Rhodes, and then when they left Rhodes, they went to Malta. So when you arrive in the boat coming from Sicily to Malta, you see these amazing ruins. You know, well, they're actually intact in Malta. Is the buildings? You know, like on the. So basically, you got reinforced walls on the that hit the sea in Malta, and it's pretty awe-inspiring. But
I'll be right back. I have a 45-second bathroom break. First of the night.
okay, it's
I'll be right
obviously
back.
not. It's not a number 2 then.
No. It was a number 2.
Yeah.
It would be at least 10 minutes.
All right. Oh, that's good. That's a good measure. Yeah, so you got a
Man,
wee
2 minutes, man. Yeah, shake it up good.
Yeah, so Muck, does Ryanair have routes going out of Netherlands to other destinations in Europe? Like,
Of course, yeah. Easy at yeah.
yeah, I was kind of
Schiphol,
blown away
Amsterdam
when we flew into Rome. There was like 6-7 Ryanair planes in the airport, and I'm just going, fucking hell. I mean, these aren't flights straight from Ireland to Italy. Obviously, Ryanair flies all over Europe, and the flight.
I think they do it on purpose. Ryanair, if you get in Ryanair, you better be scared.
Yeah,
it's terrible, man.
But if you get,
it gets you there.
So, for example, one of the flights either coming to Rome or back to Ireland, the cost of the flight was €70. And then, you can't base it on that. But then what I do is I get priority boarding, which lets you take 2 cases on board. And then so basically you get to be one of the first to get on the plane. put your cases up, and then you just sit in your seat. And the only thing is there's no in-flight entertainment, and they had no food on our flight. There was no food, so I just got Pringles and a Coke on the flight, and that was €7. But yeah, I can't.
Damn,
Yeah.
for Pringles and a Coke?
It was a lot of money. Yeah, it was a small can of Pringles. I just thought it breaks.
It's a national flight, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
That is.
inter.
So Ryanair gets you if you want. If you want the conveniences, Ryanair gets you.
Well, if you want, like, they're just cheap as chips. Like, their flights are just so crazy cheap, and I'm just going, fucking hell.
Yeah, I think
You
we
know,
had
you
that same thing here.
You do have it, or
Yeah, I think it's like it used to be called Southwest Airlines. Now it's more like Spirit, maybe Spirit or JetBlue. Like it's like the really economy thing where you have to pay for everything. But you get the cheap. You actually get the cheap flight.
pay
How
an
much
extra
is
so you
a
get the
flight
flight?
from
The flight
America
was
to New York to LA? Let's go there.
I don't know. I don't fly domestically. I say my last 5 flights have all been international.
That's the way.
Why would I want to spend? Yeah, why would I want to spend my vacation time domestically in the U.S. when I could go to Thailand?
Because it gets you there, man.
No, go to
You want
Thailand.
to? No, it wasn't that long ago, Tyzy, that you were talking about going to
I don't
Europe
mind
with your partner, with your wife.
Yeah.
Ireland.
Yes, which is also international. It's not domestic.
There was sitting next to us on the flight here to Rome. I was sitting next to a 30-year-old woman. She was little, and we got chatting.
Oh, I like
And
that. Was she Asian or?
she was American. She's from California, but she grew up in Washington. And she said, Washington would be like Ireland in terms of weather, but she lives in California, and she works as Disneyland. And I asked her, she says, the pay. I said, is the pay okay? She said, the pay is really good. And I said, what's your job? What do you do? And she said, I'm Tinkerbell.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse.
No,
She's Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell. Yeah.
She's Tinkerbell. Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
at Disneyland.
That's a good job to have, man.
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn.
Darn. I wish you had known this before you saw her on the flight. Ask her, what does it mean as Tinkerbell when you cover your hand with one of your eyes with your hand?
She would have said, yeah.
Cyclone, or where we're going with this?
No, there's a special meaning to that, but only if you know inner Disney lingo workings.
Yeah, it was kind of
So
mad,
is
right?
one eye closed, or?
Yeah, well, in their costume, you cover one of
Because
your
she
eyes.
could,
That means
she could
something.
technically work as Tinkerbell in Orlando or in Japan.
Yeah.
Or in Paris.
California, yeah.
Yeah, and she said,
any world or land or.
Yeah, she could. Yeah.
Of course, in Tokyo, it's called Tinker Sushi.
It is, yeah. Tinker Miso.
Tinkerbell,
Yeah.
Was she a butterfly or?
She was like
she
Tinkerbell. She was little. She looked like an elf, and she's very pretty and everything, but she's Tinkerbell. And I just went,
want to
yeah,
be Captain Hook now.
you are Tinkerbell. You are Tinkerbell. Definitely Tinkerbell. I thought it was so funny. It's funny the people you meet when you're traveling.
I know. The same way.
It's a part of the fun, yeah.
I once sat on a plane right next to the.
And then when I was walking around the Colosseum this morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right next to, sorry. I don't know what I was saying, but Yeah, it's mad the people you
I,
meet when you're traveling.
that's, that's the fun of traveling.
Yeah, oh, it's a joy. Like this is so. For example, this trip has really. I love travel, and that's why I moved to Ireland from Australia. Is that I always wanted to travel. Like even when I was younger, I thought, oh fuck, I'd love to be a air steward, and I
Oh,
did.
really?
Get,
Okay.
yeah, I got a long time ago.
Right
Like
there, change your mind, or
this is
It was all
25 years.
the requirements of being gay and everything.
No, no, macho. Yeah, but 25
it
years
was a
ago,
stewardess thing, or
I went through a job interview for it, and then what happened was the company put a freeze on recruiting, so I didn't get offered anything. But like, yeah, and then
Oh, that's a shame.
oh
I,
no, it's not.
I think I thought I think you would have made and enjoyed the chance to travel.
No, look, if you look at that job, it sucks. It sucks dog's balls. Like it's just, I mean, they're dealing with shit all the time,
Yeah.
and then they got the safety issue on above all things, and then. Like, for example, we were chatting on the plane on the way over, and the steward said to us, he was a really nice guy. He came up to us and he said, someone's just made a complaint that you're a bit too loud. I just said, all right. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's funny. I was having a good chat with Tinkerbell. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was on that flight because if she was sitting in the middle seat, I would have so much more space.
No, she was on the aisle seat and we were in the. So it's a really good, interesting. And then when you go to the Colosseum this morning, you're just walking around looking at everyone going, oh my God, like.
Yeah.
Like just the world is such a weird and wild place. And, yeah. But the good thing about Europe is English. This is the ironic thing, is that English is the most used language after the native language of the country. And that's what you love if you went to Europe, Taizee, is that, like the default language when people can't speak the local language is English, which is so ironic, across Europe.
Yeah.
If you look at
That actually makes
if
sense.
yeah, and if you look at the EU in Belgium, Brussels,
I would say if it's true for Italy, it's true for almost anywhere in Europe because
everywhere, Spain,
Italians
Germany,
apparently
everywhere.
don't
Yeah,
speak English too well. So
yeah,
if it is true for Italy, I would say it's true for everywhere.
it is. Yeah, yeah. But the thing is,
I would be back.
thanks, Muck Muck. Yeah, are you having a piss too? Yeah, that's the thing is that like when you're, so you've got to be careful about it because if you're in a taxi and you just keep talking English, they'll rip you off. Yeah, so I try and learn a little bit of the local language or Spanish, and Spanish will get you a long way, especially in Italy, because the numbers are the same except for ocho. Ocho in Spanish is otto in Italian. And Buenos Aires is very similar to Buenos Tardes. Buenos Tardes is Spanish, and Buongiorno is Italian.
That's buenos. I mean, good day, not good morning, not good night, right? Buenos Tardes is good day.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you say to anybody signor in Italy, it means sir, and it means that you're being respectful,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just on a bit of a buzz because I love travel.
Yeah, I'd be too.
Yeah.
So how to say hasta la vista?
Well, first of all, you go there armed with a
Arrivederci.
high magnum caliber gun because that's exactly what
There you
Arnold
go.
Schwarzenegger would do before he says "Hasta la vista, baby."
Hasta luego. Hasta luego means see you later, and hasta la vista is see you tomorrow. Is it? Vista?
No, wait.
I don't know.
Maybe the other one is see you tomorrow. I think "Hasta la vista" might be see you.
No,
Luego means later. Later.
Hmm.
Anyway, so is Truth Warrior still in the chat? Because she's going to Greece, isn't she?
Well, we don't know if she's still in the chat.
I keep encouraging her.
last
I keep
person
encouraging
Post. So good
to
chance.
comment.
Good chance.
I keep encouraging her to go to Greece. I fucking love Greece. I love it. The food. I got to be honest. Like I've got Italian heritage going back on both my parents' sides, Sicilian and Northern Italian. And I love Italian food, but I prefer Greek food. I much prefer Greek food to Italian food. Like the carbs are really bad. Like if I eat 3 carb, if I eat 3 carb meals a day for 2-3 days in a row, I am not producing solid stools.
Ugh.
Yeah. Muck couldn't hear that. He would have loved to hear that. But yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
I would say,
Shaking off.
as an American, if all you eat is Lucky Charms 3 times a day and you fly
Yeah.
to Ireland, you're not producing those same things either.
No, not solid stools. So you got to eat
Yeah.
salads. I mean, the
And no
Greeks
one-
love their salads. They always eat salads. The Greeks do.
Mhm.
They eat salads, and then their meals are just so beautiful. The only thing that the thing about Italy is the quality of their meals is the quality of the ingredients. So the tomatoes in Italy are
What is it? Like lasagna or couchette or?
haven't come across lasagna. I mean, they've offered it places, but
Do they
the
have
thing
Taco
is,
Bell there?
no, Jesus.
Oh, they don't have Taco Bell. Damn, I'm
Yeah.
out. I'm out because I just can't evaluate it.
Yeah. See, the person I'm traveling with doesn't eat pork, so they use pork in everything here and Spain, and yeah,
Oh, I
Wait,
do love pork.
Spain or Italy? Like polo
Both.
or polo?
Spain. Pollo is chicken. Pollo is chicken.
Yeah, same.
Los pollos hermanos. The
Part of my
chicken.
Greece.
The chicken brothers. Los pollos hermanos. The chicken brothers. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised I haven't crashed yet. I don't know why.
Yes.
With Ryanair or? Yeah. I'm surprised too. Yeah.
When I stream, I crash at least once, sometimes twice a stream. So I'm wondering if you
Tyson,
guys,
when you travel with your wife to Rome,
oh, I don't know.
Tyson, when you travel with your wife to Rome, I'll give you a hot tip for where to stay.
Oh, okay. I can write it down.
Yeah.
Put it in the.
Yeah. I won't
Unless you
forget
want
it.
everyone on the chat to know, which you could absolutely say, and then we'll copy and paste it here on the chat. If you don't want everyone to know, I could also collect it and put it on my secret super duper.
I can send it. No, if ever you do choose to go to, I can recommend a hotel in Athens and a hotel in Rome,
Okay.
not Paris. In Spain, don't know about Spain. No, it's too long since I've been to Spain. But in Athens, I can find you a place that's $30 a night. You got a balcony, a large room, nice toilet, bathroom.
Damn, kind of what
right.
I have.
It's
in my
it's
home country.
literally a kilometer away from the Acropolis.
Mhm. I do like that.
When you say a nice toilet, is it like
Uh,
electric or warmth or?
these little places that you do remember. Do you want, but one of the best things about Greece is catching the ferry between the islands. It's amazing, like it's out of this world amazing,
Really was
you know.
really was it Tinkerbell? Love that story, man.
Yes,
That's the story, man. Yeah, that's the
think about it. And I
story.
was like saying,
God damn it. Yeah, god
I
damn
was
it.
saying to her, are you? I was saying to her, I said to her, are you mic'd up, or like, do you have to wear a mic? She said, no, 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 no.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wish I was on that
I'm
flight.
Tinkerbell.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, god damn it. I can fly a speedy plane.
Oh, that's the funny thing. She was so little. She was so tiny and little, and her husband was
Yeah,
really tall.
god damn.
Her husband's 6'4", and
Okay,
she got a husband.
I'm out.
She got a husband. Her
You
husband
have to
sent
go,
me. Yeah, I'm
CEO.
out as well.
Hang on, hang on, hang
Us.
on. Finish the story.
Yeah, so her
Your
husband sent me
husband.
an email. Sent me an email with all the details of how to get your money back because the flight was 3 hours delayed. This is one of the beautiful things about the European Union is that they just make these laws. They've made a law that you can't delay a flight 3 hours without compensating the passengers. Then the other law that they do is that that when you travel within Europe, you get the same data and allowances with your phone company as you do in your home country, all throughout Europe. So when I'm here in Greece, I've got the same data as I would have
I missed
in
a
Ireland.
flight from Finnish Air. It cost me like 2,000 euros or something. A whole
From Finnish.
different story. And they say, yeah, but you had to fly to Helsinki and then to Bangkok. So it's Thai Airways problem. So I
Oh,
asked Thai Airways, like, yeah, yeah, I never saw that money, man.
all right. Well, that's out of Europe flight.
Correct. No, it was from Amsterdam to Helsinki. That's in Europe. It's in the naval. Yeah.
But how did you miss the flight? Like,
Oh, they say like you need like a stamp in your passport because you're going to stay in Thailand for what was it, 90 days or something
so
like
you
that. And
had
I
to,
say
yeah,
I go
you
to
had to
them.
get that. Yeah, so you had to get
So
that in
so
Europe.
yeah. So I say like, okay, don't worry, I get my stamp. I go to the immigration, blah blah blah. They say you have to go get your stamp. So I went to this place. I bought like a ticket for the whole family from Bangkok to Vienna or Laos. I don't know. And I say, here you go, and they say like, nah, you miss your flight.
Because of the
Because
stamp. Yeah,
I was two
my
minutes too late or
yeah,
something. I don't know.
that's fucking annoying.
Yeah, that's
But then
like,
again, like Finland isn't really in the EU. It's in the ECC or whatever they call it, the European Convention of Countries or whatever. But yeah, I don't know
correct.
whether whether it would be considered within the EU regulations or laws. But it's handy to know 3 hour delay, and you get compensation.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
good.
going to apply
So
for it when I get back.
Ryanair is from where?
Ryanair is from Ryanair's Irish.
Yeah, it's considered like the worst airline out there after Iranian Air, but
It is.
it's really cheap.
Jesse, thanks, man.
Mm. I'm just
You have
it
a
used to be,
couple of hours, or
the honors actually used to be held by Turkish Air, but Ryanair surpassed them as some year.
Yeah.
After the number of deaths per passenger flights went down from Turkish Air, Ryanair took over.
There is no deaths from Ryanair ever.
Really?
I'm pretty happy to wager a bet on that. Yeah.
I think Mach Mach is going to take you up on that. I'm not going to, but I think Mach Mach will take you up on that.
No, it won't. Yeah.
what? Sorry, yeah.
I
You're
haven't.
not compete, or
I haven't made a bet in 10 years, and I never ever will again.
Have you, or should I bet you on that?
I bought a lottery ticket, but that didn't help.
Yeah. No, I don't gamble.
I bought my wife 2 lottery tickets when we were at the King of Prussia Mall.
One to Iran and the
It was
other one
Sunday.
to Yemen, or
Uh,
no? I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
no, I'm not sure. No, you go ahead.
If
I
you
heard
buy a
Yemen.
flight
I
for
heard
your
Yemen.
wife, just
Uh,
make it far away. All I'm saying. I love her. I love her. I love her. I miss her. She'd be gone like too
All right.
long.
So my story is a little bit less interesting, but we went to
Okay, let's hear it.
a store, a store like Costco or similar club things where it wasn't Costco, but they have lottery tickets, and I went to buy my wife some lottery tickets from there. As she was shopping, I just wanted to go buy her some tickets, and it's scratch offs. Like you have to take a coin and kind of scratch it off. She likes those. I don't care. I don't care about them. Doesn't do anything for me, but she likes them, so I get them for her. And there was someone there. There's someone there who was at the machine. They were buying a ticket and scratching it off. Not like going away from the machine. They scratch them off to see if they won anything, and if they didn't win anything, they would buy another one from the same exact thing. And I was literally there for like 5 or 6 minutes watching her just buy ticket after ticket, scratching it off and not winning anything and just buying a new ticket.
Yeah.
And I know, like, she was a worker,
Mm.
she was a social worker, because she had someone next to her that was obviously like, I would say mentally
Captain
challenged.
Iglo, or
Mentally challenged. And like they were different races,
That's
so I
a little
know
bit dodgy.
related. They were different races, so they weren't related. And I'm like, I know what this is. But she was just there for so long, I wasn't able to buy a ticket. So we left that.
Isn't that
We
what
went to a
the
different
thing?
place.
That's the thing that gambling does to people, isn't it? Like they go, "I the ticket, it didn't win. I have to get the next ticket."
Yeah.
That insane kind of mindset.
I learned one thing. If you win the lottery, and you ask your wife, say like, "Hey, I win in the lottery.
Mm.
What you're gonna do?" It's a TikTok story though. And she say like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm gonna leave you." I say, "I win $20."
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like I haven't bet for so long that it's kind of liberating. You know, you don't have that stress or anything like that. Because in the past, like I did blackjack for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and I
You-
convinced
you
myself
should-
that I won a few times, and I convinced myself that, oh Jesus, I'm pretty good at this. Like,
Yeah, I guess it depends what
like a
kind
nut
of card.
job. What a nut job I was. Yeah. I'm pretty good at this. You know, I'm better than other people at gambling. You know.
John,
Oh, I know.
are you
I know.
are you going to
And even the best.
besides Italy? Are you going to Australia?
No, I haven't been to Australia since before COVID. It's so expensive. Like what happened
Yeah,
since
that's like
COVID, air flights doubled. Air flights doubled. But what I have figured out is that I could get 2 cheap flights. So to fly from Australia to Vietnam or Bangkok and then
go
to
for
fly from
Bangkok. Yeah,
Europe
that's the point I'm making. Yeah, Bangkok is okay. You're
and
halfway.
then to fly from Vietnam or Bangkok to Europe is cheaper than a one-way ticket from Europe to Australia. So that's what I might do. That's the way I might swing it in the next few years. Because we'll see what happens. But
Also, check out the.
yeah, I'm
sometimes the
moving
one-way
on with
flight.
my life basically.
Yeah, sometimes the one-way
That's
flight
important.
is more expensive than the round trip flight. As crazy as it sounds, it
Exactly.
could be more expensive than a
That
two-way
sounds
flight.
crazy.
No,
I don't
yeah,
know.
Yeah.
it could be. So even if you don't want a return trip, just push it out 3-4 years if possible.
Yeah.
And so you have an extra ticket for, the worst case is you have an extra ticket for going back, a ticket you won't use, but who cares?
Is it valid after?
Yeah, so when I first came over here, I always had a return ticket.
Yeah.
So I would always fly back at Christmas to Australia. And it worked out well for a while, but like, do you remember when it used to be that you'd book a return flight and they'd say, "Oh, do you want to stop over? It's no extra charge." And you could do that. Those days are over. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah. The whole all the websites that scour the internet thing has totally changed the game for the airlines.
Yeah.
I never did the stop over things, man. Yeah, I tried once.
But I do remember, and this doesn't involve me, but I do remember back in the 90s, someone was saying that a return flight was cheaper than a one-way flight, even on the same day. Yeah, it was cheaper just to book any return flight, even though you're going to the same place the same day, than just to book the one-way flight there. And that's insane. But I'm guessing airlines have gotten better at pricing.
Are they not?
Is it beer or Biera or?
But there is. So you've got from Australia to Vietnam, you've got EasyJet. Sorry, not EasyJet. You've got what's it called? Jetstar, and you've also got to Vietnam. You've got AirAsia. Sorry, to Bangkok, but it's the old airport. And then which doesn't matter at all. I prefer the old airport in Bangkok.
And I prefer one.
Yeah. So do I. And then you've got Swissair to get to Bangkok or Vietnam. That
Swissair got a relationship with this.
they've got Swissair is connected with Lufthansa and another airline, but they have a budget airline where you just carry on your luggage and basically.
Kansas Air. It's called Carry On My Wayward Son.
€100 to fly from Dublin, return to Bangkok or Vietnam, and then it's like €500 from or Amsterdam, and then it's €500 from it's €500 with Jetstar or AirAsia to Asia.
Okay.
Yes, So you can do it that way. Like otherwise, if you go Etihad or Emirates, it's kind of like crazy. Oh, or you could get.
Those two airlines are pretty good, I would say.
They are great. Like I love Etihad and Emirates, and Qatar.
Yes,
But-
that's a third one. They have all
Emirates
these
sucks, man.
Boeing jets.
I tried this Euro flight with the Emirates.
One of them goes to Qatar, the other one goes to.
Can you hear the ambulance sirens from here?
Say again, John?
I was
Yeah,
just
I'm
saying, can
silent.
you like? There's a lot of noise in terms of ambulances. Can you hear the ambulances?
No.
They sound like they sound very fun. Oh, you can't hear them.
Good.
Oh,
That means
okay.
your speakers your speakers and your filters are working good.
Yeah.
I gotta ask one question. Did you bring your guitar?
No, but I did.
Damn it. He said no, but I did, and then he went off. Then he went offline.
Yeah.
Guitar.
I don't know. Yeah,
I've got a
the
travel
food
guitar,
for it.
which is Neuro, but it's really good guitar. The strain.
You bring a sitar?
Yeah. So. Yes, I did. Yeah, this time. Yeah.
When the moon
Yeah.
hits the sky like a pig,
I gotta piss again.
Why isn't there anyone in the chat? There's no one. Truth Warrior
I
said,
know.
I heard that
I don't
Rome is
know. I don't
becoming
know
a
why.
shark.
Sean, you're in Rome, and
What
Makbashan.
did
And there's only 7, and 3 of them are us, so it was only 4. Only 4 left. So I'm not sure why.
Who is in the chat? Who is Thailand Patia? It's someone we know, but call them, you know, like it's their troll account or whatever it is, because that
I don't know if it's a troll.
said to me the other day. You're
Is that Steph? For
you're
fuck's
always
sake.
on every chat all day long. Is it someone we know? Genre.
I don't know. Like when I see Thailand
I don't
Pattaya,
know
I
either.
don't know. I don't know who that is. I don't think it's a troll
Good
account.
question.
It's
But
someone
I
we
actually-
know. It's not internet. Everybody knows Internet Monster, and everyone knows Beameron, and everyone knows Rib Cracker, and everyone knows Truth Warrior. I don't know who that is. It's someone we know.
I don't know.
Give me a
It's not-
moment.
it would not be Robert V. It would not be.
No, Robert
It would
Fees.
not be Zabai Zabai. It would not be Johnny Blaze. It would not be Guidine. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm not the one saying it's troll. I just don't. I would not know.
Yeah, it's someone not coming clean about who they are.
If they have another ID, which I don't know.
They would. Yeah. Love that song.
I love that dance, man.
Oh, I'm not even showing it. Hold on. I have to present it. Present. Share screen. Boss moves. I should do this while I go to the bathroom. I think it's a good idea. I'll be right back.
Again already?
Yeah.
You were just in the bathroom.
I know. I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Yeah, I'm smoking mine on the balcony. Good. Uh-huh. It's 45 seconds for a beep. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. I wish you'd do about this. What do you guys want to do? It looks like there's no one else. If anyone else is in the chat and wants to keep the stream going, just type the number 1.
Give it a 10.
I'm not going to make it
minutes,
complicated
close
math
it,
problem.
yeah.
Just type the number 1 if you want to keep it going. Otherwise, if we don't get enough, we're just going to kind of roll off and hope Sean has a great next day, which the next day in Italy is probably starting in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
my
I'm gonna
next day is not starting for 10 hours, 12 hours.
I'll just
No,
go and
don't
charge
waste-
the last one last
Don't
time.
waste Sean the prawn's time.
I'm just going to charge a glass again and give it 10 minutes.
Okay, that's good. I think that's good. I don't know what that means. Charge a glass sounds like a Nikola Tesla thing. No, you don't get to. You don't get to vote. Mock.
Have you heard that expression? Or
Charge a glass? No.
it does sound like
it sounds like an electromagnetism problem.
yeah. I'll just go and top my glass up. I'll be.
I thought you said
1:30.
charge your glass. Top your glass. Okay, I've heard that. I thought you said charge your glass.
Yeah, charge my glass. Yeah,
Okay.
charge it.
When the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie, that's a berry.
It's better than watching this dance.
Yeah, it's a good dance. It's a good dance. I don't know what dance you're listening to, Mock. It sounds like what you're listening to is probably more exciting.
It's a disco sound. Yeah, I know.
I hope you're able to come out there in January or February. I'll be there sometime in January and until sometime in February.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, it's all good. I know your limitations, which happened this past year.
I'm in a better state. Yeah, I mean, yeah, don't ask me.
Okay, that's better state means money. That's what it means. But it's okay.
Yeah.
I get it. My money just went down today after I wrote a check for an accident. And I had nothing to do with
Because
it.
of one key.
Yeah, something happened yesterday. Something happened that shouldn't have happened. But yeah.
The cars going goats.
Yeah.
You can hack those.
One of our
have
folks
to break open the window. Or,
Oh, it wasn't even the window. It was something stupid. But yeah, cannot go through insurance.
Anything. Okay, another song. It's difficult, man.
Are you playing a song?
No, somebody's singing, but
Well, is it on your
I
stream?
love it though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Somebody yelling.
Don't they Don't they say that when you're you know when there's going to be?
Hang on. Yeah,
Don't they
that's
say that when
happening here.
don't they say that when people are making a speech, they say everybody charge your glasses.
I've never heard that, but it might just be an American thing.
Yeah. Don't know where I've heard that from, Australia or Europe. Everybody charge your glasses. Anyway, I've got 10 minutes till bedtime.
Okay, I think we're going to
And
go
then
off in
get
like
up.
5. Yeah, we're not having any.
Oh, let's make it 10.
Okay, we'll start with 5.
Confetti.
And Steph, if you're watching, Steph, do not complain about who I had on the panel tonight.
Seth, I complain you. I thought you were dead and now you're alive. God damn it. Oh, cheers, Steph. Miss you too. If you're watching, listening, miss you.
Steph's still okay.
Sorry, I didn't send you donors. Yeah, God damn it.
Well, I'm not jealous at all, but I am like, well, no, I shouldn't say jealous. That as Sean is going to Rome and has been in Rome, has been doing Rome things that I've never been able to get to do. But it's actually not jealousy. I'm happy he's been able to do it. And I also say there's no way I'm canceling my Thailand trip next year to go to Rome.
Where you going? Bangkok, Rome, or Dubai? Kind of asking.
Well, the plan is going back to Pattaya because I do like I don't expect too much, but I do love the weather that time of year compared to where I live. Where I live, the weather, it basically sucks.
Mm.
And like the weather there, it's after the holidays, and you go there, you do your own thing. Like during the day, I go to the malls when it's really hot out. And when I say really hot, it's like 30, what is it, 32, 33. It's actually not that hot out. But at night, I go to bars and stuff and
Just
hang out
sit
with people.
in your car, push the button, and make it in neutral, and just put the gas on.
Wait, where?
Jose, you spend a month over, don't you?
Close. I've never spent a full month there, but I have
Yeah.
spent close to a month. Yeah.
Jose, why don't you go to Koh Samui?
Yeah, man.
What would be there? What would be there that I can't?
The full moon parties, man. Come on. Yeah.
Okay.
Get it.
You've
Maybe.
got Koh Samui.
Well, maybe Mach Mach if you go there, and you convince me the last.
I go
year-
to Koh Phi Phi and do the romantic thing. Yeah, maybe, but
Okay, so
I've been
why
there a few.
would I want to? Why would I go there without a romantic thing?
I've been there. No, because you've got the same shit that happens at Pattaya, but then you got the beaches and the lifestyle, and it's relaxed, and you can
But I have
swim in
that
the
in-
water.
I have that in Pattaya. Well, I don't want to swim.
You can't.
No matter
You
where
can't.
I am, I don't want to swim in the water
Snorkel.
or snorkel. Don't
Yeah,
want to do
you
that.
can't, but you can in Koh Samui.
I would not want to. Like in Koh Samui, I don't want to swim in the water there. Anywhere. I hate the water. Except for hot tubs. Hot tubs are cool.
Yeah. You hate the water.
This is why you go to the beach, man.
This is not why you go to
You
the
like wet, but
Pattaya Beach.
not the water. Okay.
Do not go to the Pattaya Beach.
You know that Toronto Brad brings sand to the beach. You know that, don't you?
He brings a lot. He does bring a lot. I saw him. I did see him a little bit earlier today. I was kind of busy playing tennis, but I did see him.
He's been streaming nonstop, but like so when he's arrived in Pattaya in Bangkok. He had a girl to meet him.
Mhm.
She was wearing one set of clothes. She brought no bags, and he's had her hang out with him for what 3-4 days now. And
Cool. Same girl. I
He-
actually like that.
he's
Same
bought all her clothes and everything like that. Like, it's just, how do you describe it? How do you describe that?
That's a great vacation. She's committed to him. He's committed to her clothes.
She's
a
committed
great
to
vacation.
money.
What? No. I wouldn't say she's committed to it. No.
He's paying her every day.
Yes, that's okay. Yeah, that's totally okay. Right? Well, that's the way I see it. She was committed to him.
It's very.
Even sees that he works at
Okay.
Amazon and still stuck with him.
If I could, what? She's never appeared before.
And
He's
then
never existed.
after all that, he buys her clothes. In addition to feeding and housing her, he buys her clothes. I don't think he's doing anything wrong.
She brought no clothes.
Yes.
This is the thing. I can't describe. All I can do is ask more questions, and I go, "How the fuck did he meet this girl? And
Well, we don't
under
know
what
the act.
pretense?
Yeah.
Under what pretenses did the relationship happen? And what
Yeah.
was
We don't
the
know that.
agreement that? And how did she come to arrive with just one set of clothes in Bangkok, and then he's dragged her to Pattaya?
Yeah, I would say
And
in that case,
she's
that
really
he was going to drag her to Pattaya. It's working out very well for her, and because he's bringing her to Pattaya, it's working out very well for him. I think it's a win-win.
yeah.
I can't imagine it being anything else other than a win-win, because if you're trying to get rid of someone in Bangkok, you just leave. You don't even tell them you're going. Maybe it was a little bit hard in Bangkok to find another 57 to 60-year-old to do that, but like my guess is you could do that.
Wait, how many people live in Bangkok?
8 million,
So how many are
but
girls?
only 200,000 are available to go
I'm
with
gonna
friends.
do the math.
Yeah,
That's a very
Only
good question,
200,000.
Muk. I just go like there are so many people in Thailand.
Yes,
And-
there are.
Like this whole trip is 10, whatever it is, 11, 12 days that he's gone over there. And I just go, like, I've been traveling to Bangkok since before 2000. And I
Damn,
remember when I
You're
first
old
went to,
school. Old school like me.
I remember,
Yeah, that's like dinosaur time, man.
I
Which
remember,
millennium was that?
I remember sitting in a cafe overlooking Koh San Road, and you'd see this really old fast with really young girls, and just going, "What the fuck's going on there?" I couldn't make sense of it.
Just makes me
But-
feel young.
I just think the whole thing is like he.
Damn it, Sean, you just
know,
said
we get
you just said the whole thing was, and then you cut out. So we didn't hear anything you said.
Oh, why can't people meet people organically anymore?
Well, anymore. Yeah, if you're talking about the late 1990s versus now, there are whole different ways to meet people.
Mm.
Yeah, you need a smartphone these days, man. That's
Yeah,
weird.
it used to be a dumb phone back in the 1990s. There was no smart anything. Yeah, I can't answer any questions about the 1990s. I do remember that. I do remember not having a phone that could even get me back to the airport.
Yeah, I had a Nokia 3. If this explains how long ago it was, when I first arrived in Thailand, I had a Nokia 3310.
And you brought your phone with you, even
Yes.
though it wouldn't work in Thailand.
How long ago were those phones existing? Taizee, Nokia 3310s. How long ago was that?
I don't know, but there was a point where the phone science just nothing worked from one country to the other. Yeah, it wasn't because you couldn't swap.
This is why you need
SIM
two
cards
phones
now.
in
You know,
Thailand.
the whole concept of swapping, like putting a SIM card in another phone, it's not like it existed forever. That's a relatively new concept.
It is, yeah.
Like if you say it was if someone says it's in the 90s, I would say no way. I tried putting in 2017. I tried putting a SIM card in my American phone, and it wouldn't work.
No,
and they still charged me for the SIM card. It was terrible time. Like I don't think things became standardized until right around 2020, because my 2017 trip, I had no phone. Now it did exist at the time. It was only for certain carriers. It did not work for me, and I remember getting charged for a SIM card that I couldn't even use. This was 2017.
But Taisi, you had one of those phones that was like a refrigerator, and you put it on your hair with the antenna
I would say
on it.
so. In 2017, it's probably an average phone, but I do remember going to a place and buying a SIM card, and then they tried to put the SIM card in to get it to work, and it wouldn't work. So the technology there in 2017 was not like one size fits all, if that makes sense.
So this is why I love Bangkok. Bangkok is like more futuristic, or
Well, now
like
it is.
way
now
in front
but,
of.
but it was in Bangkok. In 2017, it was not Pattaya. It was Bangkok. And still, I was not able to get a SIM card for my cell phone. And the guy I was hanging out with, he was like, "Oh, just buy another cell phone." I'm like, "I don't want to buy another cell phone just because this SIM card doesn't work."
Yeah.
But yes, so technology goes back to, like, it certainly doesn't go back to the 90s, early 2000s. In 2017, my cell phone that worked fine in America, it just didn't work in Bangkok. Now I think almost all cell phones work.
When I first traveled to Thailand, my number one source of information was the Bangkok Post.
Okay.
I had the Lonely Planet Guide and the
love
Bangkok
goes there.
Post, and I love the Bangkok Post. You would see articles in that.
Damn, Sean.
Yeah.
You hold on. We lost the last 5 seconds of what you're saying.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, the good old Bangkok Post.
I remember the good old days.
It was good.
They were in 2017 when I couldn't even log on with my cell phone.
Yeah. I remember when you couldn't get coffee. There was one place you
What?
get coffee in Kosan Road. Oh, they had the local
Was it
coffee,
like
but
19?
you couldn't get a like a proper coffee. You'd get local Thai coffee, which was shit, or freeze dry coffee. And there was one place
I
that
don't
sold
mind Nescafe or
Nescafe. That's basically all it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is why I follow the genre, is that I've got a lot of memories from the past that are great about Thailand, and
Yeah, that's good.
it was all over the planet. Yeah,
All right, I think we're going to call this a night
yeah.
because, like, it's oh shit, it's 8 o'clock already. I haven't eaten dinner yet. So the real reason is because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten dinner yet.
What's for dinner?
Polo.
We have so many leftovers. I don't even know what's gonna happen tonight. We still have Pizza Hut leftovers from 3 nights ago. So maybe I'm gonna do that.
Got to do that. Yeah.
I have $19 for a
Try
last
the
dance,
calzone.
but only $1 for Pizza Hut cigarettes. Bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum, bum.
Good old Barry, hey?
Yeah.
His
That's
stories, because his stories are just so outrageous. And you just go, that is
Well, his
bullshit.
stories. When you say the word outrageous, it's either outrageous, true, or outrageous, possibly true.
Yeah.
That's probably the best way to phrase it. Outrageous, definitely true. Outrageous, possibly true. And yeah,
That poor Barry, man. He trying and he does it, and
yeah.
Yeah, he's quite a. He's got a lot of stories, but at the end of the day, like the thing is, like Barry just lives in a small world, in a small town. You know, like his rent's paid for by the government, and he collects benefits, and
Yeah, I don't know how the UK works.
yeah. But somehow he's managed to, if he manages, like he's managed out of that to get a Mercedes Benz
Yeah,
vehicle,
I remember that. Yeah, I do
which is
remember.
really, like it's, what is it, 17 years old?
I don't know.
2008? Is that 17 years? 17 years old is his car.
Yeah. I don't know.
He doesn't, he only drives it on weekends and then getting
It's
people
one
to
of those
donate.
cars where you
But
get your keys in. Sort of see.
Oh, don't say sorry. You say
The
sorry. I don't even
2000s.
know what you said. I don't even know what you said. So mock.
Oh, it's just,
I don't know what you
Yeah,
said.
cheers.
No, if you said sorry,
Totally
I didn't even hear.
wasted. Sorry about the keys, man.
Oh, the keys. Oh, yeah. Well, the keys was it was just
Yeah, get the drama back.
yeah. That was yeah. Well, it certainly wasn't my fault, but oh well.
What happened?
No, this is a story of how one of the cars got damaged. I should actually take a picture of it. Someone decided, well, it's a story. Someone decided to try to help Someone unlock the door. Nah, I don't even want to get into it. I got into it early. So rewind and watch the video in the first in the first 30 minutes. You'll get the story. So that's a story.
No, well, I won't be doing
It's
that.
better to break open a window. And just
I'll try to-
scream again.
I'll try to keep it.
It's in
not-
short.
well, I'll try to keep it not. What's it called? I get globally blocked most of the time because anytime I put a video on, it gets globally blocked. So I have to set it as private. So
I don't know, man.
there's a good chance I'm gonna have to do that. That's why there's so few videos, because I get these messages. No, you're not getting a strike, but it's a globally blocked thing. So I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll just set it as private. Don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean?
Joys of,
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not a YouTuber. And
the joys of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Sean, I hope you have a great night, great morning, and I'm especially interested because, and I apologize, I forgot that you were even on vacation right now, but if I can come on and help you look at stuff, come on if you want. You're certainly more than welcome.
Yeah,
I
honestly-
dream about Tinkerbell, man.
I have-
great. So I love that. Oh man,
I do. Yeah, I think we all like Tinkerbell.
pardon me.
All of us like this story except for her 6'4" boyfriend.
Oh yeah, that's the thing is that now so now Tinder has allowed people to show their heights, discriminate on height.
Hmm.
So
I,
you can request
I never had Tinder or Die Friendly or.
yeah. I know I just read this somewhere, but like it's not it's just that now that basically if you're short and you're male, you're fucked.
Well, yeah, I think it's certainly in sports. That's the way it's always been.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if she's short and female, then I mean,
Oh, if you are short and female, you've got the pick of the bunch. Like you can, like, there seems to be a thing in the world where short women and tall men gravitate to each other.
Well, it's tall men with anyone, and it's short women with anyone. So
Yeah.
it doesn't necessarily have to be that combination.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I love
you're absolutely
small
right.
girls, man. It's the whole
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for coming on.
Yes. Jesse,
Hope we can do it again shortly. I only
Hope
have
everything-
I think I have like 3 hours left for the next 6 days.
last question. Are you in short?
Am I short?
In short. Yeah, not.
Oh, for the car?
Yeah,
No.
that one.
Well, no, but so we have this concept called deductible. It doesn't make sense if the damage is like 600 and the deductible is like 250. You just don't do it because yes, you get $250 off, but then they raise your rates every month. So it'll more than pay. You'll have to pay more than what you think you save. So no.
I drive 25 years without an accident. And really, my insurance is really low. I get where you're going with this.
This was not a driving accident. The car was parked and the keys were
Doesn't
locked.
matter. Yeah.
No, it does matter. There's it's collision versus comp. Like it does matter in the US.
Okay, yeah.
how it works, but the amount of damage versus what the claim would be, like you wouldn't do it because then they'll raise your rates. And
So what
once they
happened to
raise
you?
your rate,
What happened to your car? What happened to your car, Tizzy?
oh, okay, it wasn't my car. It was one of our 4 cars. It was parked, and then the driver of the car unfortunately locked their keys inside the car. And you could ask, how did that happen? How can you lock your keys inside? Yeah, apparently it could happen. And then the person sent text saying, "Oh, lock the keys inside. Can you help?" Yeah, yeah, we're going to bring the spare key to open it up. But then something unfortunate happened, where the person said, "Oh, my keys are locked inside," and then some
I love this story.
some
You know,
adventurous
from one
people
little
said,
thing,
"Yeah, I will
make
help.
the
I will
problem bigger.
I will help you unlock the car." So they had some fucked up device that separated the door from the frame. And we went and we got the bill today to how to fix it, $650.
Fucking hell.
Yes. So that's where we stand.
Fucking hell.
So yeah. Even though
You
I
can't claim
I
it
didn't
back.
do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong, but yeah, I'm gonna have to pay for it. But it's okay. We live, we learn. All right, so I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Cheers, guys. Thank
Yeah,
you for
cheers,
coming
man.
on.
Thanks, Tizzy. Thanks, Muck Muck.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on from Rome, of all places.
Yeah. The good news is I can sleep in tomorrow, and we've got a great buffet breakfast here. So
3 stars. That's
Bring enough. What do you call
nice.
them? What do they call them? Containers where you could eat dinner too.
No. Bring on ragazzi.
I know Beard Meats Food. He could eat like once every 3 days, and then he doesn't have to eat for the rest of the 3 days.
Is that like all you can eat, or?
Yeah, he does a lot of the challenges. He's pretty famous because he's really a good professional eater. All right, I'm gonna go. Cheers, guys. Talk to
okay.
you
Yes,
later.
man.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank you,
Tizzy.
guys.
Cheers, Sean.
Okay.
Cheers,
Take care. Good luck with the car.